Welcome back to Las Vegas, ho. It's the CrazySexyCool podcast. I'm Bethany, and we have Meek to the left, Elizabeth to the right, holding it down as always. And I just want to say real quick, like, my energy is a bit fucked up because I just finished watching the Oscars, and I am very annoyed. Like, I'm so annoyed that the last 10, 15 minutes of the Oscars really let a lot of people down. Like, Viola Davis didn't win for her role in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, nor did Andra Day for her role in her portrayal as, what was it, Billie Holiday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then Best Actor, Chadwick did not bring it home, and everyone on Twitter was like, "What the fuck was that?" Like,
Who
the Oscars
won?
The Oscars was going so well before, like, Two Distant Strangers, a short film by blacks, produced by blacks, funded by black people. Definitely, they won. But Anthony Hopkins won for The Father over Chadwick Boseman. I forgot who won over Viola, and I forgot who won over Andra Day. Honestly, it was just like, eh. But I mean, this is why I always talk about how I like to support other award shows. Like, why are people so... I think I'm more upset because I'm like hoping that our people are awarded, but we really award our own people. We have our own award shows and ceremonies, and we give each other flowers all the time. We have, Essence, they have their Women in Hollywood, where they're just like giving women flowers every year in a beautiful way. We have the BET Awards, which I know people have, issues with them. The Soul Train Awards, we're giving each other flowers, and the NAACP Image Awards, where we're giving each other flowers. So I think I'm just more upset because Viola, Andra Day, and Chadwick gave such incredible performances, and they were not awarded at all.
The Andra Day and Viola was in the same category.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady who won,
Frances something, was that her name?
And for Nomadland, I didn't even know that this movie even came out.
Yeah.
And Nomadland also got Best Picture.
Yeah.
So,
Ma Rainey did get an award for their hair and makeup team, which I feel like is really important in Hollywood, period, because, a lot of our actors and actresses go on sets and they have other people cutting and styling their hair, and you can see it. Like, you can tell, like, oh, the shit is kind of whack. So to have, a cast and a team of black people who are properly educated and they know how to style for film get their flowers, it's really dope. But I just, of course, y'all know how much I'm, I go up for Chadwick and then August Wilson. But yeah, The Father. Anthony Hopkins, of course, is like an incredible actor.
Legend.
But no one was talking about that. No one was talking about that
But film. The Oscars, isn't it amongst their peers? So it's not a popularity contest. So like that.
Right. But I feel like they used Chadwick's passing to kind of bring people in to watch the show, it was the last category. So? I mean, all of the articles and the magazine covers and the different videos that they've played, and even like in the advertising, like showing these clips, because they did that with Black Panther too. When Black Panther came out and they were nominated for Best Picture, and they did not win. But, they have, the stars sitting in the front row, and just the way that they put people out there to bring the viewers in, it's kind of like, I don't like that.
So I'm a bit confused. You have Best Actor, and then you have a category that's Best Supporting Actor, and then you have Daniel, I'm gonna fuck his name up,
Daniel Kaluuya,
and Mabu Lakeith. Yeah. How are they both in this category?
So what they were saying is that they put them together to clear space for Chadwick to win this Best Actor.
Who said that?
I've seen this on Twitter. I've seen people saying different things like, they're kind of clearing space. And even one of
I
the listeners on Patreon on Bomb, when we did our thing on Wednesday, they were saying that too. Like, well, maybe they're just, clearing space for Chadwick to have a clear win in that category.
that
But
sounds. I mean, that sounds.
so do you
I
think Lakeith should have been the best actor category?
No, 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 no. I'm saying what I'm saying is this best supporting actor category is fully loaded. Leslie Odom from One Night in Miami, like
Right.
Lakeith, Daniel. What it looks like is like, you can't. It's a way for the Oscars to say no, but like, someone black did win. They won best support, and it's like, how is it that Daniel is getting best supporting actor in a film that he was like the lead actor in?
But
I don't
was he?
understand.
But was he though? He
Okay, so
wasn't the
what
titular
Lakeith was?
character. People are saying that Lakeith was because he was the Judas of the movie, that he
So
should have been
Lakeith was the
considered the
lead.
best. Yeah.
Either either way, what I'm saying is I'm not, because it's not even about like which one. I'm just saying how they like made this best supporting actor
Mhm.
category fully loaded, so it's like one of us was going to win. So it's like, no, you're not going to get this best actor. I know you think Chad's going to win. He's not going to win.
He's
But
not.
what we can do is we can put the rest of his homies in best supporting actor category to make sure one of you guys leave home with a trophy. That's what it sounds
And
like to me. It doesn't look like they were trying to make way for Chad. It looks like they were trying to have a scapegoat, and
oh
so that way
yeah,
you don't. So that way it's not on some like, oh, we're racist, because like if no one black would have won in the actor category, like supporting actor, best actor, actress, da da da, it would have raised hell. But now
well,
you
that's what a lot of
can't.
people are saying. It's like, here's your stuff early, but we gonna save these last big top three categories, or these top two categories
But they always do it
for
last. They
us.
always do those categories
No,
last.
it's like we're gonna give all the people of color their things, but these last two, no, ma'am, not this
This
time.
No Man Land though, like
Yeah, I know. But
I have to watch it. I'll give it a watch, because all I have to say is Viola did her thing, and on she did her. It gave me an eerie feeling watching her. Like it was so good. Like it, yeah. It made me. It kind of made it. I love Billie Holiday. I'm a huge fan, but certain songs I can't listen to, like, because like it has like the feels are so deep. You know what I
it's
mean?
really
Like
heavy.
it's really heavy. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But I'm not gonna leave it up to these award ceremonies to celebrate us and give us flowers and recognition. Y'all know I'm gonna celebrate Chadwick regardless. Every day I'm gonna always post something in memoriam. How do you say it? In memoriam of him and his talent. Like I'm always go up, like I did before he passed away. So, all right. So enough about the Oscars. Let's talk about something that we are celebrating. With ourselves amongst each other. Crazy Sexy Cool is turning a year old, bitch.
Oh my goodness. She
Woo!
getting so big, bitch. She getting so big.
Like, it's so crazy to think that this podcast has been going on for a year. I know, there's a few listeners who joined us. They subscribed once we joined the Bomb Network and Count the Ding. So, hello. But we've been doing this for a year now, you know.
But I know y'all gonna hate me saying this, but if y'all don't
Still
listen
here.
to those early episodes, I won't charge you, because talk about etiquette and tact. Like, I listened back
We're
to some
still
of those
doing going
episodes.
14.
Oh my god, I listened back to some of those episodes, and I just like,
No, it was, yeah, it's hard to listen back to. Like, we was talking some nasty shit. And you know what? Us saying that is just going to make them want to go back and listen. It's
yeah.
whatever.
It wasn't even the fact that topics. I stay talking nasty. Like, I do that all day. I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about the yelling. It was
Okay.
times where I get too lit on while recording, be
Okay.
slurring my
So,
words.
no, I still do that because I'm drinking now. I'm probably going to be slurring at the end of this shit. But look, here we are 1 year later. Has anything significantly changed in like your views or in your life? Like what has happened in these 12 months since we first started Crazy Sexy Cool?
That's a loaded question.
Yes, like far as what has changed, like far as what we getting more
As far as the
listeners,
show,
the show, right?
The
Like
show,
more.
personally, okay, for me, when we started this show, I was single and I'm not single no more. Like, what the fuck? I did not see myself getting to this
I
point.
mean, right?
So
Because
that,
you were definitely the president of the she man hating club for like 2 years.
no, okay, first of all, no, ma'am.
Okay, okay,
I don't hate
not
men.
man, not she man, but she man relationship hating club for like 2 years. Yeah, you were so like,
Did I hate
I
relationships?
really don't see myself being with someone. A relationship is not for me, which is cool because you got to take your time. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people need to be doing more often is taking time out for themselves. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you were so anti relationship is what I'm trying to say.
You know what it
Ooh.
was? I
Were
was
you,
just
Bethany?
exhausted. I was exhausted. Yeah. I mean, I was in a very long relationship. And once I like was free of that, I was just like,
Free, honey.
yo,
She's
I
free.
like
I'm free now.
give us free. Okay. Like I felt great like being single and just kind of doing my own thing for the first time in like my prime adulthood. Like early 20s and whatever, but I'm in my mid 30s. Oh my god, I'm mid 30s.
Are we doing that now? Don't do that because
Oh
I'm
my
right after
god.
you. Don't do that. Do not say that.
I don't even know what y'all talk about, honey.
Oh, now you want to claim your youth. Just the other week
Right.
you were over here talking about some Debrat. Like I'm gonna need you
I don't
to
even
pick
know
and
what
choose,
y'all
honey.
talking about. Mm-mm. I don't know
No,
what that feel like.
but to be single, and I feel like this is being the prime of my life, I was just like really enjoying every moment. But someone came around and just, scooped me up off my feet.
How
Hey,
that feel,
man,
Bethany?
Yeah,
How that feel? How that feel?
feels
How you feeling?
good. I like it.
it's
Ugh.
so it's so crazy.
No, like I was telling Elizabeth, like I feel very like he has a very like masculine energy about him, which makes me feel very soft and feminine and womanly, which is something I really felt like I haven't been able to be, in quite some time because I have to do everything. So my energy just is on something else. It's not, being dainty and, very femme. But now I'm all in my femme shit. So that's what's changed for me. So
I
what
mean,
changed?
a man of that caliber would definitely open that space up for you, for sure.
Yeah.
I like this smile on you.
Me too, girl.
You
I
talk
know, girl.
about him.
He got that
Every
other
time she
dimple.
talk about him,
That other dimple show up, honey.
every time, never fails.
Yeah.
How
So,
best and stuff.
I know like we talk about how this show is like therapy for us. Do you feel like you've grown as a woman being able to talk and share certain things on this platform?
I
Yeah,
do.
I do too.
go ahead, E.
Definitely, definitely, I do. I feel like I'm able to approach certain conversations now and be more open about um, my feelings. It's like
What?
it's
Elizabeth
hard
has
for me to talk
feelings?
about my feelings.
What? What? Oh my God!
I get all
You went to the Wiz and got a heart. What?
yeah. You never have to do that. I always have.
But no, like,
Maybe it was a little cold. Maybe it was a little cold. Too
no,
cold.
we got a
Ice
lot of
cold.
messages and comments about the episode where Liz, you like opened up and people were like, "Oh shit."
Oh
And it was,
yeah.
people
I
started to
know.
see you, in a different light, and that's dope. That's really big to be able to dig deep and be vulnerable like that. Cuz who wants to tell a story like that? Who wants
Yeah,
to,
y'all. They
you know,
won't get another one. So go back and listen to
don't
episode number.
Do not say that because no, we still want you to be able to use this platform to share and to continue to
I'm gonna
grow. We
share.
still need that. All
I'm gonna
right,
definitely share
we gonna see.
to a certain degree. No, I'm just like. What about you, Meek?
I don't know, y'all. I do think that like that this platform has served as like a mirror where like this was the first time I got to experience what other people experience, of Meek, you know what I'm saying, or Meek this. Um, it's crazy because I've learned to be more selective in how I choose to express myself. Before it was like, this is it, you gonna get it, blah blah blah. Now it's like, no, like I'm not gonna censor myself because that's just who I am. But there's still a way to go about it. Also, I had to come to terms in accepting that like you ain't for everybody, you know, and like,
Mm-hmm.
and at times like I found myself going to like a internal. I don't want to call it a war because it ain't that deep, but like going at odds with myself, like you know I want everyone to understand, but the fact of the matter is everyone is not going to understand you. People are going to receive you and perceive you however. It all depends on where they are in life and how they are in life and so on. So you honestly don't have no control of that. All you can do is just be true to yourself. So if you want to be, you know what I'm saying, like a little thought bop, sexy femme, exploring my sexuality on Monday and then a therapist on Tuesday and then a chef on Wednesday and you can do all of those things and you'll be fine. You know what I'm
So you're
saying?
saying that you're every woman, and
Yes.
you're allowing yourself to be
To be that,
all of that.
because every single one comes with so many different labels. I've also become way more aware of labels and like people's need of labeling because labeling allows them to process things easier. But the fact of the matter is life is not that easy, you know what I mean, or that simple. It's a lot of
Yeah.
gray areas, a lot of yeah, so
So, for the listeners, we have a very special episode on Wednesday. So, after you listen to us on Monday, I hope you're listening to us as soon as this episode drops. Wednesday, you will get a really dope anniversary episode of the Crazy Sexy Cool podcast, and you get to see us in a way that you have not been able to experience yet. This is on
lit
some
as
next level
fuck.
shit.
Lit
Super
as
lit,
fuck. Oh my
super
god.
lit,
Hopefully
super
my
lit.
titty didn't pop out.
Super lit, funny as
I was
shit.
I was looking, no titty, but I mean we got a whole lot of under boob, side boob, top boob.
We
Titties
did?
was up top titties was up to the chin, you know what I'm saying? Just titties everywhere. So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, cause yeah.
I'm
And
gonna bring
also we had Big Waz on the show. He was
acting
a
a
guest.
whole fool.
Oh my God.
A whole fool. Was I hope you know. I think B mentioned it to you, but you left some stuff behind, you know what I'm saying? Just saying. Left some shit
Yeah.
behind.
So I've been working out, you know what I'm saying? And I just want Waz to
She
know.
been you been what?
I've been
You been
working
what?
out. Like I just need Waz to know that he gonna catch this fade for some of the comments and questions that he had on our anniversary episode. So, you
No,
can't see these guns right now under the
Oh
sweatshirt,
shit.
but just know
You don't want no smoke?
you don't
You
want no
don't,
smoke. You
you
don't
don't
want
want
no
the
like
smoke.
smoke?
like real talk, B. I'm proud of you. I see you on your story, doing your deadlifts and shit. Like keep it going. I'm proud of you. Next thing on the list is squirt. And I'm telling you ladies, y'all been busy. I get it. Y'all been busy. But that little toy, I'm
Oh,
telling if
oh,
you
oh! I have used it a few times. It is sitting over here right now. I have
that
used it.
little toy. So what do y'all think? Am I over exaggerating? Because I made myself squirt something vicious the other like
Okay,
yesterday.
I haven't made myself squirt, but it gets you there very fast.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying if you do that while with your
Oh,
partner,
look, coming
I
soon,
haven't
and I
tried it with my
with your
partner.
partner, do it with your partner, cause
Coming soon.
cause like you
coming
need you gotta
Coming
you gotta
soon.
right.
squirting
Coming
soon.
soon.
And I'll report back, okay? If it rained down, I'll let you know. You know, I'm gonna hit the group chat like, girl, it happened.
Yes, yes, yes. I want to hear this. I'm here for all this. E, if you haven't used it yet,
I
you can
haven't
like
used it with a friend, but yeah.
Elizabeth, hold it up so people can see the size of this motherfucker. Because I said an index finger. It is smaller
it's
than.
smaller than an index.
Look at this little
This
thing.
motherfucker right here.
I've taken pills that
We
that
gotta
big.
name it.
Like,
We gotta name it. It's so cute.
Pretty pink thing.
Oh, mine's
the
black.
pink. Mine's
Pink,
red.
huh? Oh, mine's
Mine's
pink.
black. The pink.
Oh, okay.
Oh, how about my buddy? How about that? Because that and everywhere, wherever he goes, I go. Wherever I go, he's going to go. I'm keeping him in my
Oh,
purse.
like you can literally take this anywhere. It fits in your pocket.
Anywhere.
You can put it under
Oh
your
my
wig.
god.
You can put it in your purse. You
You
can stick it in
can
your.
do some airplane shit, yo.
Ah. Ooh. Wait a
Right.
minute. Hold
Yo,
on.
that,
Hold on.
you can do some air. I don't know if y'all into shit like that, but that shit is lit. Just saying.
That would be the perfect way to get it done.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Okay. So sorry,
Sit,
my mom
sit,
was like,
sit on the wing, no, cause you know on the wing the engine real loud. Like it's not that loud, but like if you sit on the wing the engine real loud, so then like it'll muffle out what's going on. But
it don't
yes,
matter. Look, I'm gonna have a mask on.
who
People be
gonna
wearing
know?
headphones. Ain't
Who,
nobody gonna know.
who they're gonna know? Who's gonna know?
Who's gonna
I
know?
don't
No
know.
one's
They're all gonna
gonna
know.
No one's
know.
gonna know.
No one's. They're all gonna know.
They're
So
all gonna
yes,
know.
no,
They're all
that
gonna know.
toy, that toy. Thank you, Meek. That was a clutch
Bro,
purchase.
$9.99, $9.99, honey.
And shout out to our studio audience who were there and who got a chance to actually receive that toy in their gift bag. So, you know how I'm saying, let us know how's it treating you. Have you opened
Let
it
us
yet? Have you
let us know if you
did,
squirted yet.
did you squirt? You
Tell
know,
us your squirt stories.
and like Meek said, did you put it in your booty hole? It's just a
Yeah, you
booty.
can
Yeah.
put it. You can put it in your booty hole.
Yeah.
But you gotta soak it or don't use it for the vag because you fuck up your pH. You can't do that. We're not doing that in 2021.
We're not doing that. All right, no double dipping.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Oh my god.
So look, speaking of the gym, I've been going regularly. Like when I go to the gym, I go every day. Sometimes I go twice a day, but I drop my son off at school. I come home, do my thing with Bikini Honey, do some crazy sexy cool editing or whatever I need to do, and then I'm hitting the gym. But I feel like I need to go at a different time because there's this guy that's at the gym every time, and every time I like move to one machine, he'll wrap his shit up and move to like a machine close to me or behind me. When I go to like stretch, all of a sudden he needs to go and stretch and like get a mat and just be like, I don't know. I don't know if he's like taking videos of me or pictures, but it's just a really
It's
creepy ass. It's just so creepy, and it kind of reminds me of like this guy that so back in North Carolina when I was in my early 20s, I used to work at the mall. I used to do makeup in this like department store or whatever. And when you work in department stores, you have to like sign people up for like their store credit card, like a customer card or whatever.
Mm.
And so I remember I needed two people to sign up for this month. And this guy, he would always come by and like flirt, but I actually got him to buy something. So I'm like, yo, you should sign up for this Belks card. Shout out to the people in the Southeast who know what Belks is. But I had him sign up for a Belks card. And so he asked me out, and I'm just like, I guess I'll give him my number. And when I tell you this man stalked me for like the next 2 months on some like crazy fatal attraction type shit, I was just like mortified. And I feel like I'm kind of entering that same situation now where I'm just waiting on this guy at the gym to just like approach me. Have you guys ever had like some creepy fatal attraction type shit happen to you where you peep what's happening, but you don't know how to like to curve a nigga, stop the shit?
What's the face, yo?
No, because I'm just like, some men just don't get it. Like, some men are just really on some creep
A
shit.
lot of them
Oh,
don't. A lot of them don't. And B was like, every time I'm in the gym, you in the gym. using all
right.
of using all of the weights. Look at ass. That shit happen. That shit happens in the gym all the time. All the
Okay.
time.
But it's just
Yeah.
even creepier when you have a mask on and they don't know what you look like for real. You don't
No,
know what my shit look like
what's
under the mask, bro.
what's creepy
They
is
ain't looking
someone
at your face.
when someone comes to you like, "Oh my God, you so beautiful." How could you tell, sir? 'Cause I got these glasses on, this mask on, and this fitted. Like, how could you tell what I
Not a
look
fitted.
like?
She
Yeah.
said a fitted. Oh my
How
god.
Because they
could you
not
tell,
looking at your
sir?
face. They not looking at your face. They looking at your ass and your body.
But how thirsty and pressed are these men that they're just like, so they don't give a fuck what you look like. It's just like your body and like, oh, she's working out. Like,
Now, this is what I will say. I know what I look like, and also when I go to the gym, I am no like I'm not like an old hag with it. Like, you gonna get this sports bra, you gonna get this spandex and these shorts and so on. I know what I look like. I also know that a lot of women that go to my gym in particular do not look like me. So I
true
do know
facts.
that too. So my
Yes.
thing is, it's not about the fact that you're just admiring pure beauty because I know that I'm beautiful. It's the weirdo aspect. So I have had dudes that like see me come in, do my thing, and I don't stop. I do not converse. They'll come and be like, "Hey, I just want to let you know, like, you look amazing. Y'all see you doing thing. Keep going." Cool. I can respect that. I can respect a man just like, giving me my props and moving on. But when you're like giving me the creepy eyes that every time I look up, we're making eye contact, so I know that you're staring at me. Like, that's just weird. And to be honest, I stopped playing it cool a long ass time ago. I just like, for dudes on some weird shit, I just be like, no, sir. Like, no.
So now, because of this, I work out in the women's only section,
Hell no.
which kind of
Really?
With all
puts
this
me
I'm
shit.
working
on.
wherever I want.
I'm gonna work out where the hell I want, and I wish you would try some shit. I wish you would. Yeah. No.
I don't like that. I don't
Mm.
like that.
Yeah, I'm not working on no
Hell
women's
nah. No.
section
No,
for no
no weak
creepy.
ass.
And most of the time I'm with my trainer.
See, but that's the thing.
The weak ass weights in
But
that women's section.
but you're in there. You're in there with a guy, Liz. When you working
Yeah,
out, you got your trainer there, kind of like as a buffer,
sometimes.
as protection in a way. But me, like when I was working this job at the department store, I had the protection of like security and HR, like, hey, this is like weird guy who's coming in, and I can say that's him. Like, like in the club, if somebody comes in and you don't want them to continue to harass you, they can be 86 from the club. Like, it's really that simple. But here I am in the
Yeah.
gym. I don't have that luxury to do that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm
No.
gonna go over here to the women's gym and I'm gonna squat these weak ass weights and then I'm gonna be out.
No,
I get
yeah,
that.
no.
I get that, but at the same time, fuck these,
No.
fuck these
I
creeps.
think
But I had a situation where someone did actually follow me home actually, and
That's that shit I be talking about.
and to the point where he was leaving notes on my car, and I got creeped out because I'm
Didn't
like,
he live in your apartment complex?
found out he lived in my apartment
Oh,
complex, popped up at work.
Yeah.
I literally had to you know call somebody over there. What did I do? Okay, so what I did was at first I kept reading the notes, and he kept leaving notes. So he was so eager to see me. So I told him like, okay, he can meet me, like by the front office, right? So So I just wanted to see the person face to face because to me, like, you see me coming in with my baby, everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I'll leave her by myself.
You wanted to put eyes on
The
this
eye
person.
contact, yes. So I agreed to meet with him at the front, and we met at the front. Mind you, my sister had my sister with me, so I was like, watch this. This is where we're going. This is a number. And I met up with him, and he was just like a regular guy, but it was just so weird because it was like, he was just like, yeah, he was like, pretty much trying to ask me out or whatever. And I was like, no, I'm good. I got a boyfriend. He was like, really? Because I see you come in with nobody. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Yo!
I'm like, yeah, just because I don't bring him home doesn't mean like I don't have somebody, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm single as fuck. But at the same time, I'm just like talking to him, and he was just, even more just creeping me out. Like, this guy, like, I don't know how long you've been watching me. So I'm start asking questions like, how long you lived in this apartment building or whatever. And he's like, I've been here 3 years or whatever. And I've been there 4 at this apartment building or whatever. So I was there before him, but I never seen him like ever until like he started leaving notes on my door and stuff. And then all of a sudden he started popping up at my job. And this is when we were all working there. One time we were so busy, when we had artists so busy, and he pops up and I turn around and he's like, hey. And I was like, oh my God, hey. And I just kept walking. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is he here? And then he disappeared and I never seen him. And then like occasionally I will see him, like if I get off work or something, I'll pull up in an apartment building, he'll pull up and I see him. I'm like, fuck, let me hurry up and go in the house. He's like, hey, you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And I'll just keep walking because that'd be me and my daughter, because like I think it was the weirdest thing. And then I had to start letting my child's father come over to make sure it was like a dude coming over, because it creeped me out.
See, this is some shit that people be talking about on social media. When women talk about these experiences, people will act like we're lying or we making this shit up. No, I feel like every woman has experienced some sort of like inappropriate, like guys being way too pressed or pressing an issue that's like to the point where we fear our safety. Like, and this is why we always say protect black women, hold men accountable, because shit is really scary out here. Like, Meek, have you ever had like some weirdo like behavior happen to you besides someone like coming up to you and like saying, oh, I think you fine when you got a mask on, but like following you home? Because I'm really particular. I watch when I'm driving home from work, from the store, I'm always making sure like no one is following me. Have you had a situation like that, Meek?
I did. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I've had a couple of them, but like I don't remember them like all the time. A lot of them involves me working, but that's the reason why. Like, so like I remember for like a cool like 3 to 4 months straight, security had to walk me to my car. Like, I would have like this, like, when you dance, you get the same people all the time, like, so it's not too strange, but like people just start doing weird shit, you know what I mean? Also, I start getting things like at the gym where it's like, hey, I know you don't know me, I saw you at the gym, you looked real cute in that pink whatever, da da da, like that type of stuff. I get that shit all the time, like on IG.
That is so creepy. So when I go work out, I don't post my videos until like an hour after I left. I never post shit the moment it's happening.
No, the crazy thing is I don't post. I'll be at the gym and they'll just find me because of, I don't know what Instagram does, but like I feel like in certain, like if you're in the same vicinity as someone or whatever, like your account pops up or whatever. But yes, like that's happened to me numerous of times where I'm not even posting while I'm in the gym. Maybe it's because I use the gym Wi-Fi. That could be like one reason why, but I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, these people are creepy. I remember being pregnant and at the gas station, and a guy was like, I'll suck chocolate off your toes. I'm like, sir, pregnant as fuck.
Oh my God. Yo, the amount of thirst that happens when you're pregnant but why is it always the gas station? Like,
because they feel like a pregnant woman should not be pumping gas. Like when you're pregnant, listen, so when you're pregnant, you have that glow, like people are just drawn to you, of course. But like when you're pregnant, it indicates that you should have a partner. but then it also indicates where it's like, well, why? And then also like you're a bit vulnerable because you're pregnant too. So like people, I feel like it has something to do with that whole femininity, masculinity thing where it's like your man shouldn't be. I had that too. Why? Where your man at? You shouldn't be pumping gas. Like like that whole.
What I heard was, you need a stepdaddy. Does your child need a stepdaddy? Like the fuck? You don't know me like this.
I honestly think they have fantasies of just fucking a pregnant girl.
No, okay. So I had a friend that worked at the strip club. She used to work the front desk. So when people come in, they pay whatever and they be out. So whenever they would have their male reviews, and the guys would come in for a bunch of like a group of women, there were a couple of guys that would like pay her or like tip her to kind of like get themselves hard before they go out because she was pregnant. It was something about her pregnancy
and they have some fantasy.
Whatever. Yeah, and so they would like tip her like so they and kind of like play with themselves so they would be hard so they would go out to perform. And so I always thought that was just some wild shit. I mean, I get it. It's something about being pregnant. You just give off a different energy, you give off a different energy.
You're on mute.
Like I was saying, I wonder if it's the pheromones or like, you know what I mean? Like, is that different like from a pregnant woman?
Yeah.
Woman.
It could be.
Because motherfuckers go bonkers for a pregnant woman, like for real.
Oh yeah,
like,
I mean,
it's crazy.
It's porn categories, all that.
I had to go buy a fake wedding ring, and that still didn't even hold some of these motherfuckers back.
Look, them fake wedding rings do nothing.
They do nothing at all. They don't care about that.
I used to wear one. It does not. Where your man at? Why he ain't with you right now? Yeah, work. Why he let you out the house by yourself? It's like, can you get the fuck?
Me not be so thirsty with
I have one in particular that actually worked with me, and like he was like, man, like I don't even know Meek. He was like, I know you expecting, and I'm looking, I'm like, what? And he's like the way your hips, your boobs, like your skin, like he was telling me, and I'm like, yo, but I wasn't even showing them because I was still dancing until I was like 6 months.
Oh, I saw
showing them.
You smelt it on you.
Yeah.
So that shit was wild. Like fatal attraction is some weird but true shit that's like happening every day. Like I was watching or I was having a conversation with this friend and he was like, do black women really feel unprotected? And I'm like, yeah, because I could literally, when I was in high school, I used to work at Dairy Queen in the mall. And when you work in the food court, you see everything and everybody. Like everybody is at least going to come past the food court at some point. But where I work was just like prime real estate for niggas just to come and fuck with me. And my best friend Gabby, she worked there too. But people will always come and just like try to talk to you. So there were times where like I'm on my break for like a 45 minutes to an hour or whatever, and I just want to go out to my car and just like get out the mall for a second. And I'm wearing like an apron and some bullshit like uniform and a visor, and niggas would always harass me. Like it didn't matter what I was wearing. It didn't matter if I had on makeup or how my hair was done. People would always say something to me no matter what I look like. I could be looking crazy or I could be super dressed up, but I was always harassed, and it was always, I felt unprotected because it was a vulnerable moment where it's like I'm at work but no one would ever be around to be like, yo, leave her alone. You know what I mean?
But is it because you're a woman or is it because you're a black woman though?
I feel like it's a double whammy, really.
Because a lot of black women just feel unprotected. I can't say if Susan or Karen or Sarah feels the same way because I don't have that experience, and I haven't heard them say, oh, I feel unprotected when I'm in these situations. But I know I could just go to the mall just to grab one thing, or I'm leaving work, or I'm pumping gas, or I'm picking my son up from school, and it's just a weird vibe that I get where I feel like I'm being watched a little bit too closely. Yeah.
So to my friend, yes, I do feel unprotected when I'm out.
That I don't know, like I don't feel like I'm just used to it. I'm used to me being a dancer. I'm used to it. I know that I function a bit differently, like even from like the clothes I wear, how I do my hair and all that other stuff, you know. So like a part of me, I'm just used to it. I do understand what you mean. I do think that like I think the reason why I would say I feel unprotected as a black woman is the lack of support and like vocal support from like black men. It's like black men should be speaking up for black women way more than what they are right now, whether it's no matter on what it's about. It doesn't matter what it's about, or even if it's just like randomly out and about, like, you know what I'm saying, like black men should be speaking up for black women, and we don't have that. So that's the reason why I personally feel unprotected. I feel like in times when like black women are ridiculed about, you know, our speech, how we carry ourselves, blah blah, you don't really see many black men sticking up for us, you know.
But you know what I
And
also think? I also think though that sometimes black men kind of hate on us and they kind of want to see us suffer a
hate,
bit. Yeah,
hate.
like I feel like
I don't know.
it's a hater type of thing.
I don't know if I would say hate. I do think that I feel like this is what I think. I feel like if we were to look at race as like everyone went to a party, right? And you know, like whites, blacks, Asians, Hispanics, so on. Like we're like that. I don't want to call us losers because we're not losers, but like we're that person that like people kind of like, you know, cast judgment on. Maybe you don't like how we carry ourselves, whatever, so on and so on. And so because the masses looks down on us, I feel like our black men just join in with the masses because they don't want to be left out. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to be, you know, judged as we are judged. So I don't want to say it's hate. I just think that like at sometimes like black men don't stand on they 10 toes, and you know what I'm saying, and like, or you know, like and like go against the masses, or go, not even the masses, go against, because what we're talking about is white supremacy, because white supremacy is what's created that hierarchy in the first place. You know what I mean? When it comes into like who's first, who's last, and the placement and so on and so on, and place value on who, you know, who's more valued and who's not valued. Like anything, and this is a global thing, anything that's close to dark is less valued. So,
See,
and
I absolutely understand that point, but sometimes it's like I feel like our fellow black men just want to see us humbled in a way. It's like, oh, you ain't all that, you ain't what you think
I
you
feel that.
are,
I
and
feel
so they
that
don't
too.
come to our defense.
But I feel like that is something that's bred by white supremacy. Because my thing is, if you understood us as a partner, if you got to understand your partner, you were then raised to the challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like you were then raised to. I feel like they've been drinking way too much white supremacy Kool-Aid. Like on some real talk. Like if you start seeing this ongoing battle between the black woman and the white male, right? And I'm not trying to speak general. I'm just saying, you know, like I'm not trying to say like all white men. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, just like the relationship between the black woman and the white male. Why is it that if a black woman speaks up for herself or something like that, like all of a sudden a white man feels threatened? That's because she represents everything that his white supremacy was built off of. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of us was conditioned under that white supremacy. So even those thoughts of a black woman needs to be humbled is still rooted in white supremacy. That's what I think. So I just think that our men need to like I don't want to say find themselves. I don't know. Like I like maybe just get to understand your partner. Like that was one of the things I brought up about the whole Kevin Samuels thing, is that correlates with the whole humbling thing, where it's like if you understood what the black woman experience was and was like, you will understand why we exhibit certain behaviors and certain habits. You know what I mean? And maybe that might help you not be so triggered if you see a woman that's independent, that's outspoken, that may come up a bit aggressive because her femininity has been taken from her. Like if you understood what her walk was actually like, I think that's another thing that was like missing. A lot of black men want to tell us about the black woman experience Just because we're black does not mean we have the same experience. I am a woman. I have a vagina between my legs. So what I experience is not the same thing that you experience, sir. Like, but I don't think that black men take the time out to really understand black women. So they're so quick to throw, like, cast certain judgment and line and side with white supremacy.
Yeah, but I also think, when I say like sometimes I feel like black men are kind of like haters, it's also guys who are interested in us and maybe we have shot them down, and to see us, I guess, harassed in a way kind of gives them a bit of pleasure. Like, oh, she could have been with me and all this would have been like avoided. Like, I just see things like that happening where some guys have an issue because the girl of their dreams doesn't give them attention, and so they are okay with us being
That's
looked
all
down upon.
racist, though. That's all racist, and I know, like, that's all racist. All races do that.
Yeah,
All
but
races have
I'm
those
just
type of
speaking as my
guys.
experience
No, no,
as a
right.
black woman.
I'm that's just my answer when you say, like, the black man hating. That's men. That's not all men, but there's men
Oh,
from
it's not.
different
It's
races
definitely
that
not all.
fall into those categories. Like, it's not just a black man thing. That's like that happens in all races. So
So I got a question. I know we're kind of like changing topics a little bit, but um, with this whole year that we've been doing this podcast, have you guys been in a situation where you're like seeing someone and dating someone, and then you're with someone that maybe you had like a
call it what it
fling,
is. Call it what it is.
a one night stand with, and then you see this guy like try to position himself to make himself seem like he was way more important in your life than he actually was.
I mean, I did be,
Yeah, clown ass nigga, clown ass,
clown,
clown ass nigga, clown, fucking clown,
put a red nose on them.
fucking
Yeah,
clown.
I just feel like it's a lot of guys out here, especially during the pandemic. Like when we were home and we didn't have no choice but to just interact like online, or we may have given someone our number that we probably wouldn't have if outside was open. And I feel like, because I had a homegirl tell me like, yo, I was talking to this guy. We was just talking on the phone. We never like linked up in person. But now that I'm in a relationship, he's like telling everyone, oh yeah, I used to talk to her. And she's kind of like, why all of a sudden he's just like trying to hate on my situation? She feels like it's because she has a boyfriend now that he's coming out of nowhere like, oh, I used to talk to her. Like,
No,
what is this shit?
it's definitely that. Like, what's the definition of talk? Like, money, did we talk or did we fuck? We didn't talk. We didn't have conversation. We have no bond. We didn't get to know each other. I don't want to get to know you. You didn't exist. You clearly didn't exist. So
You
the fact that you try to position
my pussy, okay?
Yeah,
You
and you barely did
know.
that. You barely did that. You barely did that. You barely. You wanted round two and didn't go nowhere. Absolutely not. I'm done.
But I see men and women do this. Oh yeah, we used to talk like, this is number right here. Like, okay, girl, what does that prove? Like, so what happened?
But I feel like it's different when men do it and when women do it. I feel like women do it because well, first off, I feel like both parties do it because they feel like it gives them some type of clout or like status or like through affiliation. But I feel like when women do it, you look stupid. Now, when men do it, men do it, they look stupid to women, but I feel like other men hold, you know what I mean, kind of like,
how did you do that?
Like yeah, or place value on it. Not all men, but I do think that like some homeboys would be like, what, you know what I mean, like, get out of here, that type of bullshit. And it's like,
is it pride?
Only if you knew how we were talking about you in the group chat.
The clown, the name we do not ever speak of.
The name
You understand? The name we do not ever speak. Some of these motherfuckers, I forget their name because they don't fucking count. Like on some real
talk. Did it happen if the dick wasn't snapping?
Not even the dick, just the person, period. Like, people are weird. People
are weird.
Are crazy weird, and it's like, you blew your shot, homie. Like, you don't count. Like, just exit.
Never had a shot. It was actually a mistake.
Okay, so I have a question. So in a situation, let's say you in a relationship or you talking to someone, things are getting serious, and someone that you used to talk to, in quotes,
Fuck.
air quotes, or
Fuck.
maybe you have had like a one night stand with. Do you tell, like, if these guys are like friends or they're somewhat in the same circle, because you know the world is small, people be knowing each other. Do do you address your man and let him know that maybe that y'all have done something before? Because I've had a situation. Okay, so there was this guy that I used to date in college, and we were dating long distance for, I say, like 7 months. Um, and then we broke up. We went our separate ways. Our lives took two totally different paths. However, the guy that I dated after, because they both played basketball, which is like a fraternity. These niggas, everybody knows each other. Um,
Aw.
the guy that I was dating was traded to a team where my college boo that I dated for 7 months was now on. And I was like, fuck, like I'm gonna have to tell him because I don't want shit to be awkward. So I was like, we went to the strip club and I told him while he was getting a lap dance, I'm like, hey, I know you just got traded. I just want to let you know that, I used to talk to your teammate like back in 2005, 2006. And he took it very well, but I was like so shook telling him because I thought he was going to look at me differently. So, in a situation where you feel like these guys are going to know each other or work with each other at some point, like, what do you do? Like, do you avoid the conversation until you absolutely have to tell them, or do you just kind of like jump the gun and say, "Hey, just to let you know, like, we had something," or what? How do you guys approach that?
For me, I'm definitely going to tell them because it's just going to literally stick on my mind. And um, I just feel like if they're doing any type of business together and I really care about this person and I want something with this person, I'm definitely going to be like, hey, me such and such did X, Y, and Z or whatever. But if I don't
Are
give a
you going
fuck
to
about
go
the
into
person,
detail?
Oh,
okay, the thing is, I'm going to go into as much detail right then and there. But if you ask me after I just told you, there's no more detail.
what do you mean after he just told you? Like,
I say I told him what happened, and he didn't have the opportunity to ask me questions right then and there. If he tries to bring up this conversation later on, I'm not talking about it. I'm not giving
Why?
details. I just feel like you should have just already asked that in the beginning.
okay, but sometimes people got to sit on shit and then be like, okay, wait, so was
Oh,
it
why?
serious or was it just a thing? Because
Oh,
some
why?
people aren't that like sharp to ask questions like immediately, so you don't give them the
Okay,
opportunity
I
to
get that.
let it
I get
breathe.
that. I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so I definitely have no problem with telling details, especially the situation. If the situation with the person was nothing. So, I just feel like you should just ask up front when we're talking about it. But I mean, I get that part, I guess. Me, I just want to get over it, and I never want to talk about it again.
Yeah. Like, so you did you flip it on her? Never mind.
What?
Um, Never mind.
No, because when I told my guy, he was literally getting a lap dance, so it's like he's kind of distracted, so I couldn't go into too much detail. But he never brought it up ever again. He was like, "Oh, okay, like that happened before me, and I'm glad you told me, and that was that." And I respected that, like, but
I
I
don't know
wouldn't
how
tell.
you told him in the middle of a lap dance. My whole stomach would have fell out of my ass sitting there trying to
But
tell a story like that.
we were at a strip club, and another girl is on his lap. He's a bit distracted, so I could kind of squeeze that in. It's not like we're having like a sit down conversation face to face, because had we done that, I probably wouldn't have been able to tell my like say what I had to say. What would you do, Meek, in that situation? Are you telling him immediately, or are you gonna be like, he'll find out whenever?
I mean, it all depends on how much I respect you.
Mm.
Like,
Wait, so why
and
would you be
it's
dealing with someone that you don't respect enough to tell them anything?
I mean, because I have situationships where like dick is just good, but like you're nothing to me. Like I don't give a fuck. Like
But when it comes to situationships, I feel like communication is super important so that you understand like where
No, it
you
depends
guys.
on where you are in the communication, and it all depends on where you are in the situationship. Yes, like over time, if this is something that you continue, like over time, yeah, eventually you guys will get to know each other, communicate, become friends, have a line of communication. But like, there's that stage where like I'm just meeting you, like, you know, like you haven't really solidified yourself on the roster quite yet. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's like if you end up finding something out, like, or feel some type of way, I really don't care. So, yeah.
Damn.
Look at Elizabeth's face.
Damn, she don't give a fuck.
No, I don't, because that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I do like see, and this is and
And
this
she talk
this
about, I don't have
this
a
has
heart,
to
y'all.
no listen, because this has a lot to do with, like, it all depends on the activities I choose to partake in. Like, you know what I mean? Like currently, I don't deal with anyone that I don't have respect for. So I had a dude that like we're like friends. I would consider him my friend, but like we also like engage in sexual activity, and like it was a situation where I was going to be around some of his co-workers, not even a dude that I fucked, and I like hit him up and let him know, like, yo, like, I'm not trying to be on no weird shit, but just let you know I'm going to be here. And it's just so because those co-workers saw me with him. So now I know that I'm a representation, you get what I'm saying, like, of him. So I'm letting him know so that
So
way when
when they see you, they see him.
they know, they're going to affiliate me with
Right.
him. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, because they've seen us together. You know what I mean? Like, so just out of that, like, out of just pure respect, I'm not trying to make you look goofy, or, you know what I mean? And I hold myself accountable. I'm not gonna be out. I don't do shit like that anyway. But like, I'm not gonna be out here like acting all, tactless and shit, at these events or whatever. But in the case of like someone that like I'm like on the verge, or like hopefully want to get serious with, or want to get to know more, like, yeah, I'm gonna let you know straight up. And I honestly feel like, I granted, yeah, I would feel like my stomach's gonna come out my ass too, but like, but I'd rather, like I've said numerous times on this podcast, I want my relationships, all my relationships, to be based in truth. And if I can't be true with you, we shouldn't even be doing this, like, at all. And also, if you're the type to try to charge me on something that happened, like, outside of us, before us, or like, you definitely are not the dude for me either, because best believe I
Which is
can
why
probably,
I do it ASAP. Which is why I get it out the
yeah,
way because it
like,
kind
just
of
get it out
weeds.
the
It will
way.
weed. It will weed people out for
Yeah,
you.
like, I shouldn't even be with you, like,
It's
at
like, oh,
all. Like,
you have a problem with that? Something that happened before we even knew each other? Okay.
right, right.
Oh, grow
So it's
up.
like, yeah, no, I honestly do feel that way as well. And it's like, whatever I have with him has nothing to do with you. Only reason why I'm doing this is that I don't want you to be smiling all in this nigga face, and
Mm-hmm.
this dude got something on you. You get what I'm saying? Because like,
Mm-hmm.
the dude would know, like, in the case, like, the dude would know that I'm rocking with you. And niggas are weird. Like, I don't understand
Weird
why
as
why
fuck.
it's like some good. I mean, I feel like maybe females do this, but I feel like it's a lot of dudes that do this type of shit, where it's like, you know, like, try to like gain points because you know what I mean, you hit or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
it's an ego thing. That's why I say like men be
you
some of
have
the
nothing
biggest
to
haters. Like
stand on.
it's like they get something from that. Like it does something to their ego to be like, oh, I had her
But a
before,
lot of
or
those
I used to talk to her, or like, so the fuck
a
what? Where you
lot
at
of those
now?
a lot of those
Nowhere.
men have nothing to stand on. And also, I'm starting to notice this like pattern of obsession, of valuing, of holding a woman's value, like, how can I say this, defining a woman's value based off of like her body, or like body interactions. Like, I am way more than that limp ass dick that you fucking gave me. Like, you're still not shit, and let's be honest, I was in a dark space, you know what I'm saying? Like, a bitch was like out here, like, like crying herself to sleep and just needed something real quick. Like, you're
But
not even that dude.
niggas be like, oh, Oh, I still hit though. I still slice.
You're not even that dude, my nigga.
At
What it's
all.
called? Like what it's called? I gotta come with a name with it for it because it's like we've all talked about this. Like like you're not when you're not 100%, you're not making like 100 like rational decisions all the time. Well, it all depends on where you are in your journey. But sometimes, like when you're like, in the pits of it, you just reach out, you know what I'm saying? And if they giving you some good attention, that attention feels good. And just so happy you might just get me on that right night. That won't happen now, but
And some women, and some women
never.
say they're like, "Oh, I just had a weak moment."
nah, man, that's more than a weak moment because I'm just saying, like a girl, a woman's mind just have to be in, especially if she's how can I say, if she's getting ignored or she's going through or like if she's like rejected by someone that she actually wants. Like that is like a fucking the best recipe to like fuck a clown ass nigga. Like
Read me, sis.
if we're being honest, no, if we're really being honest, like that is like the recipe for a clown ass nigga to get bomb ass pussy, like on some real talk. So it's like, did you no nigga, I smashed you. You didn't smash me. Like I didn't call you back. Like you had a conversation with my pussy lips and I got up and I left. Like that's what happened.
Immediately.
You got one nighted. You got one nighted, my nigga.
I don't know, but it's just weird. But
Sorry,
I just
not sorry.
like any dude that like base his whole like ego or his value just off of like the woman that he hit, like you're trash. You're a scum bucket.
I knew you were trash from the get go. That's why you never got a call back. So.
You're like girls are cum socks. Girls are cum socks, and those type of men are cum landing pads. Like you're just something for my squirt to land on. Like you get what I'm saying? Like you're not.
Oh my god.
Didn't
even make me squirt, but keep going.
Right.
And that's crazy because the way her shit's set up, you can the bitch she sneezes and her shit starts. Like, oh that
Just up. A little moist.
Yeah. Okay, so we don't have a red light special, but I want to ask you guys, is there something dope that you have done this week or something dumb that you have done this week that you would like to discuss with us?
Dope or dumb? I like this. Dope or dumb. Let me see. Oh my god, I did something dumb. Okay,
let's hear it.
On it.
Let's hear it.
I was drunk at the strip club.
Oh shit.
Okay, it was a private party. Okay, drunk, and decided to have a conversation with a particular somebody that I've been saying I was gonna have a conversation with, but a bitch, I was like straight drunk. So when I tell you I came off as one of those girls, it's like, I normally don't do this, and I said I know I come off as that drunk girl, and like that. And then the conversation was so important. The conversation was so important, but I just know the way that I did it, like the whole message just went over the fuck. Like it was bad. It was really bad.
We're gonna talk about this when we hang up from this podcast. But yeah.
Yeah. It was really bad. Like I'll let you know. I'm not gonna close no names, but basically what it was is that like it was somebody who works in the industry, and like we see this person out in the industry all the time, and every single time I notice, and I'm not trying to pin anything on him. That's the reason why I wanted to talk to him, because it could be the energy that I'm giving off. I don't know. So like, but I noticed that like he would say hi to all of the other girls. You know what I'm saying? But not like the black women. And he's black. And so the fact, like the fun fact is,
Bethany trying to figure out who this is.
I was at work, or I came after work. I went to fuck him long. I go there sometimes by myself to eat after work. And like him and his client comes in, and we actually sat down. It was me, him, his client, and some chick he was with, and like we broke bread with each other. And like come to find out, he's from Vegas, and so we knew a lot of mutual people. Now, I'm not trying to say that I should be this dude's
I
best
know who
friend.
you talking about, but go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm not trying to say
I
I'm supposed to
figured
be
it
Figured it
this
out.
out.
dude's
You figured it out.
best friend or nothing, but I think it's weird if you sit and have a meal with somebody and you see them repeatedly after that and you don't say hi. I just think it's weird. Male, female, no matter what. I think it's weird. I say hi to people that I just meet at an engagement. Like, no, like once I say, say hi, like I'm going to say hi to you. So I said something to him and I'm like, yo, I'm like, look, I don't want nothing from you. But of course, I'm drunk. I don't want nothing from you. I just want to just bring and the whole message went over. Like it didn't. He was like. But the funny thing, he's like, no, I remember you. He was like, you were getting off from work. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, all I'm saying is, when we see each other, let's just start saying hi to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, we talk about the black woman experience in Las Vegas. There is a black male experience. And I just think that we should just have each other's back. No, we don't gotta be best friends. No, I don't need nothing extra or special from you. But when we see it's so few of us in this industry. So when we see each other, at least give a head nod. You don't gotta say, yo, me, what we ain't gotta do all that. Just like a I see you type of thing. So that way we just have it, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but I was lit. I was too lit for that conversation, and I
That's
honestly
something that's
just
funny because I know you've been like saying like, oh yeah, next time I see him, I just want to have this conversation.
yeah.
But you did it
Mhm.
drunk.
No, and I normally do things well drunk, but I underestimated how lit I actually was because I knew I was fucked up because I slurred a word. I said, "Oh, bitch, this is going downhill." I said, "Evacuate, like evacuate."
Abort mission.
Like, get out, get out, get out.
She,
You slur,
she
get the
said,
fuck
but you
out.
did it drunk.
What about you, Liz? Did you do something dope or something dumb?
I did something dope. I did another bridal photo shoot. You know, I felt like I was getting married all over again. I think I'm
Hold
gonna do
on,
so
hold
many
on.
of these bridal photo
Are you
Yeah,
shoots that
she's rubbing her
you
breast.
massaging your titties right now?
Yeah.
that wasn't even intentional. That was just I have a bikini on all day. They stay sore.
She over there rubbing titties. Like, yeah, and I just had this bridal shoot.
I had a bridal shoot and I thought it was pretty dope. I think the picture's gonna be pretty dope. And I feel like I could have so many of these bridal shoots that I'm not even gonna want to get married, y'all. I mean, I already don't, but like it's just
She's
too
like, I
much.
got my picture already. she
A
gonna be
bunch of
putting,
them.
she gonna put pictures of herself in the wedding dress. Like it's like where's the part? Like she.
Where your man at? No, Liz did that.
They're gonna be
Remember you did that same sex marriage photo shoot?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not doing that one.
No, no, because she posted it to her story. I replied, "Gay."
Yeah, she did.
I just had to fuck with you because that shit was funny as shit. Because you were telling me
Get
how
on.
what the photographer wanted you to kind of like lean in, like you guys were about to kiss or something. You were like,
No,
"Nah."
they told us to kiss. I was like, nah, bruh.
No.
This is
Tell the
the
story about
photo.
the girl though. Talk about the girl was sipping before and was like, I'm okay with it. Liz was like,
Yeah,
hell
she was
no.
drunk. I was like, nope, don't know your mouth, bitch. Don't know you.
No, because Liz is big on hygiene. She was like, "Bitch, you ain't brush your teeth." Nah, you getting
Your
close
breath, I can
now.
smell it from here. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Ah,
Happening. But
but
yeah, brought up bridal shoots are dope. What about you, Bethany?
I'm just really proud that I've been going to the gym because I sneeze and I lose 5 pounds for no reason, and I be skinny as fuck out here. I'm maintaining
So
a good, healthy weight, and
where you at now? Where you at now? What's your weight?
I usually am stuck at 130, 135, but I am at 140,
Okay.
and I'm there. I'm
I
there.
mean, that's what getting dick down, good dick would do to. Cause like,
Oh,
man, that's the thing. Like, I like,
Good day,
you
good
know,
head.
man, just being in a good relationship period will do that, man. And you
yeah.
start just like it, like easing
No,
stress.
that's true because I find myself cooking more. It's just, people say it's like that happy relationship weight, and that's a real thing. Yeah. So that's
you
going on.
you guys get good dick where the next day you want to work out and you want to clean and motivate you to do something else.
Right.
Yeah, that's me.
But that's what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to date someone who wants you to
Trip to Cali.
What you say? What you say?
You gonna make a trip to Cali looking ass?
No. Liz posted on Instagram talking about LA for 24 hours ? And I'm like, okay.
That's close friends, Bethany. What are you doing?
No, yo, she made major violation. No, that's major violation.
Close friends.
You can't be out here announcing shit.
No, because did I just call you out?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, close friends.
Major violation. You gotta go to the corner, Bethany.
What are you doing?
How about some fuck that shit? Nah, homie.
When I posted my close friends, it's just really me smoking weed and shit. That's it.
And showing ass.
Hey, I'm not no close
friends.
When
I
ain't no close friends because I don't see that.
When I see close friends, when I see close friends, I be wondering like who didn't make the list. Like who's not on the list?
Family, people from high school, people I work with. I don't give a fuck. Like, no.
You know what I want to do one time? I'm gonna just put one motherfucker on close friends and do some obscene shit. Right?
Just send it to him personally.
Nah. Like,
who would it be?
Why would I tell? It's close friends, Bethany. Why would I say this on the damn podcast?
So you're saying that you would take me and Liz off of your close friends and then just post some reckless shit for
Hell yeah. No, I said send it to one person. You didn't hear me. And I would let you guys know. I would let you guys know in the side check, like, yo, I just put one person on my close friends and I sent them this. I've done that to you guys before.
Would you send us the video that you would, or post that you would send?
Can you please get a mirror and ask yourself that? How many times have I done that to you? To you, like the fuck?
Okay, I was just wondering. You know,
the fuck.
Right? She be trying to out us, dog. Like it's called close friends for a reason.
I said close friends, bro.
It means the door is closed, dog. Like damn, sheesh.
Oh my god, I feel like our listeners are kind of like close friends.
Yeah, but yeah.
Because they know, people who listen to this podcast know shit about us. People who listen to this show know things about us that people who like can see us every day would never know about.
Never know.
True. All right, so before we close, Meek or Elizabeth, does someone have a quote this week?
Yeah. When people put shit on close friends, don't announce that shit on a fucking podcast.
Sorry, guys. Maybe if they have an OnlyFans, you can pay for the exclusivity. But
hell no. That shit's oversaturated.
All right, so to those, since we didn't have a red light special this week, if you would like to ask us anything, you have a question for the ladies of the Crazy Sexy Cool podcast, shoot us a DM at CrazySexyCoolPod on Twitter or Instagram, or email us at CrazySexyCoolPod@gmail.com, and we just may answer your question on our show. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to us on YouTube and on Apple, we're not on Tidal, on Spotify. I do, because they got some lit shit. But thank you to everyone who subscribed to us. Thank you to everyone who leaves comments on our YouTube page. We are always checking those out and making changes necessary if we need to, Rate us, subscribe, share with your friends. Make sure you check out our next episode, which is our anniversary episode. You're going to love all of the content that is there, and you might see yourself on there. So, until next week, we out this hoe.
Yeah, and Bethany is being removed from the close friends.
Back. She's in close friends corner looking at
for a week.
Close friends corner. That means no booty shaking for you.
For 1 whole week, 7 days.
Oh wow, I don't get to see Liz lip sync with her ass out. Oh.
No. Not
That's
for
prime.
7
What are you
days.
talking about? That's prime lip syncing.
Well, what was the song this week? Official Girl by Cassie.
Back, honey.
I
like
like
that.
that song.
Yo, what was that
Hey,
song you
hey,
posted
hey,
today?
Trey said he liked that song too. He goes, that
Yeah.
song bring back memories. I said, oh, you want to tell story time? He talked about some. Shh. I'm like, well then don't say nothing then.
Ooh, I'll tell y'all after we wrap this up. Okay. All right. Until next week, we out. Enjoy the
Peace.
anniversary episode. Peace.
Yeah.
Yo,
Hasta amigos.
it's so fun.